time for part two of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. You're going to want to make sure that you're taking good notes. So if you don't already have in hand, make sure that you have a good pen and pad because it is time for me to introduce the next speaker who will be sharing great nuggets to help you grow your business. Again, let's go. Last but not least, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome again to Good Morning Experts. It is now time for the masterclass of the day. To help us with that is not just anybody. He is an international trainer that comes to us with over 40 years of experience. He is a six-figure ring earner, member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council, and he is the first shareholder of the US of A. He's known as everybody's coach. He is Erik Robinson.
Thank you, Troy, for that amazing introduction. Congratulations, Jen and Tiffany. You got to blow the whistle on that one. Y'all, that's a whistle. That's a whistle. When somebody do something good, you got to go, that's a whistle right there. Y'all give them a whistle. Just give them your own version of whistle.
Ain't that a whistle?
Woo! Yes. Some of y'all got the bird whistles, right? But that's okay. It's the whistle. I got a couple questions. I got something for y'all today. Pens and paper. Be ready. Miss Rita, be ready. But first, I want to know, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
My income.
And I need to know, DJ, be ready. Who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheet. Get your green sheet. Everybody get your green sheet. Get your green sheet. Everybody get your green sheet.
Yeah.
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Woo! Get your green sheet. Everybody get your green sheet. Oh! Woo! Y'all got me up here fired up. I don't know. Troy, you still dancing. Man, I know you fired up.
Hey, Jen was still dancing. Somebody got to dance with her. That's that SM over there. That's that SM move.
That SM dance. Don't they dance a little smooth?
That SM move,
start dancing a
man.
little bit better. Your bank account gonna get a little bit bigger.
Hey.
Here's the thing, y'all. Your bank account don't have no limits. Oh, I'm just gonna let y'all know. For those who is wondering, your bank account really doesn't have a limit. Don't let that little 250,000 FDIC fool you. They will take more than 250,000 put in your bank account. Just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something. One of my mentors told me yesterday. This hurt me. He said, most people worry about the cost, but he said the most expensive cost you will ever have is the cost of ignorance. He said, man, ignorance has a cost. He said, you pay ignorance tax. When you don't know something, there's a cost for that. You got to pay for that. He's like, in your health, when you don't know how to take care of your body and your health, what kind of costs you got? Medical bills.
Medical expenses.
Like in your relationship, when you're not good and don't understand.
I'll get London to make my group.
And don't understand your relationships, what cost do you pay?
Alimony.
Sometimes a divorce tax, right? You might have to pay half of everything. Woo! And then alimony, the ongoing payments. Woo! Come on, y'all. So he's like, let's see something. You got your potential, and then you got where you are. Potential is the difference between where you are and where you think you can be. So somebody type in the chat, what do you think you can make in a year? What's your just shout it out or type in the chat. What do you think is your yearly potential? What do you think you got the potential to make in a year? Anybody, you can type in the chat. What do you think your yearly potential is? What is your yearly potential? Unlimited. But you got to put a number on it. What do you think? I want y'all to be in your mind, based off of what you think you can do, your ability, your time, your effort. What are you thinking? All right, I'm gonna read some of these numbers out for those who
This
didn't
year
shout out.
or eventually?
Just say last year. Last year, what do you think was this year coming up? This year, what's your potential this year? Right? I see $1 million. I see 500,000, 500,000. I see a million, 500,000, 250,000, 200,000. Right? 20,000. Okay, cool. All right, so 100,000. All right, cool. Now, you don't have to tell me. Take what did you make, or what is your bank account tracking to make this year? 1 million. What are you tracking to make? Now, so how do you take what you're tracking to make? Take what you made already. Now we're going real numbers. What have you made already? Divide that by 4, multiply that by 12. Or you can just take last year's numbers, because we just did taxi. Or you can take last year's numbers. Now, take what you're tracking or take last year's numbers and subtract that from your potential. Subtract what your potential is from what you made, or what you made last year. He said that difference, that's your ignorance tax.
Wow.
Ouch.
No, you got to
Woo.
say that one again. That
That
missed some
hurts.
people.
Ouch.
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 Your potential. Would you say your potential is
Bites big.
what your potential is, and what you're on pace to make, you're tracking, or what you made last year? That difference is your ignorance tax. Meaning that difference is what you don't know, because if you knew it, you'd be doing it. Ooh, when he said that to me, I was like, oh my goodness, shut the front door. It hurt. It hurt. Now, I'm helping you out. Some of y'all, your ignorance tax isn't the lack of understanding, lack of knowledge. It's the lack of your willingness to apply the knowledge you got. See, some of your ignorance tax is some of your ignorance is the fact that you don't believe that you know what you know. You're ignorant to the fact of your ability to already possess the knowledge, so you don't take the actions. Your Connie came and said, listen, I'm tired of being a secret agent. I quit that job. I'm tired of talking about I don't talk. She didn't gain any new words, new vocabulary, new dictionary, new learning. She just simply said, I'm tired of not applying what I already have. See, people don't realize, some of y'all, fear is the biggest factor to stopping your financial success. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Man, there's got to be somewhere that says, my people perish because they won't get off their ass and go do it. They won't go do what they know to do. Kamal said, I love about this young lady, she's an entrepreneur. She does what she says she's going to go do.
That's big. That's big.
So by definition, some of us ain't entrepreneurs. I'm talking to myself too. I'm looking at the mirror. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm looking at me. My ignorance tax is big, Eric. So what haven't you learned how to do? Maybe you're ignorant. You haven't learned how to help your team get to where they go. That's an ignorance. Because if you really could do that, right? That's the ignorance. Maybe, Eric, maybe you haven't helped your team. Maybe you ain't got a big enough team. You're ignorant. You still keep thinking you're going to help the same people get where they want to go, and they ain't trying to go nowhere. Maybe you're ignorant to the fact you think that you can help somebody do something they don't want to do. Ooh, Miss, I was talking to Veronica the other day. She's like, Eric, you know what? I'm a nurse. Now I've been trained in this, medically trained in this. Don't take that problem. Me and her was talking. She said, don't take that problem. I'm trained. That you can't control that situation. And the fact that you think you maybe can have some control, so I get it. But if you're thinking that way, ooh, you're ignorant, brother. Because in the medical world, we can't accept the other people's issues. Are y'all with me? We're here to help them if we can, best we can. But it ain't my fault that they think the way they think. See, some of y'all are still stuck trying to convert people from their thinking, where there's a whole bunch of other people who just wish they had an opportunity like this. And you don't never get them because you let Billy Bob hold you down. You know, they always saying the squeaky wheel gets the oil. I said, get a damn new wheel. Just go buy a new tire. On the racetrack, when that tire's running and it's giving some issues, what do? It's like, oh man, let's try to fix the tire. No, they pull that thing over and in less than 3 seconds, they got a brand new tire. Bam, gun. And here's the deal. If their pit crew can't change that tire in that amount of time, guess what they do? They go get a new pit crew. Are y'all hearing me catching this? Some of y'all trying to build a high performance, high production business, and you're riding around with flat tires. And you riding around trying to patch a tire like an old school, like we used to do. Remember, Uncle John, when we were little kids, when the tire got flat, you had to patch it up. You get the little patch kit, put the little rock on it, and then you try to burn it in.
Then you use the little metal scraper to flatten it all out.
Get it rough. So the glue, so it can stick. You get the rough around the edges and go like that, so it can stick. Well, that's what we did, mate. I don't know about y'all. That's what we did. Why? Because my parents couldn't afford a brand new tire. And then you go ask, hey, Johnny got a patch kit. You got a flat tire. Johnny got a patch kit, right? Everybody didn't have a patch kit, so we couldn't afford. But guess what? The people who could afford it just went and got their brand new tire. Heck, some people say, man, I can get a brand new bike. Why? Because they're like, I ain't got time to be trying to patch that tire up. I need a high performance vehicle to perform what I needed to perform. Are y'all with me? I'm not attached to that vehicle. I'm not attached to that tire. Now, Eric, are you calling your people's tired? No. I'm saying we train, we give you, an Experior is a high performance vehicle. We provide you all the information, the tools and strategies for you to go out there and perform. If you choose not to, that's on you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jen, you just got promoted to senior manager. Guess what? Your job is just beginning. If your team runs with you, great. If they don't, great. Are y'all with me? But Eric, what if I'm an SFA? What if I'm an FA? I just got started. Great. Some of y'all need to leave yourself. Some of y'all need to act like you're a freaking caterpillar and shed that cocoon and leave and shred that old you so you can go fly like a butterfly. Because I'm telling you right now, I ain't never seen a caterpillar leave the block. Even with 30 legs, it ain't got enough leg power to go leave the block. It's going to go a little bit. But that butterfly, that'll go to the next neighborhood. That butterfly with the wings, it'll fly away. It'll fly to another state. But the caterpillar can't leave the block. Some of y'all need to shed your caterpillars. Are y'all with me? You still stuck. Like that caterpillar sitting on that leaf. It's going to be there tomorrow. He may move down to the next branch, but he's still going to be stuck on that same tree. Are y'all with me? You're not going to find that caterpillar down the street. What am I saying to y'all? If you're really trying to fly and get to where your potential is, the ignorance tax. I don't know. I can't afford my ignorance tax. I looked at what I made and what I think I know my potential. Not think what I know my potential is. That's what I think. Well, I'm gonna say what I'm thinking because it's probably greater than that. And I start saying, man, can I afford to stay ignorant? How many of y'all type in the chat if you can afford to stay ignorant now? Knowing what your ignorance tax is that's keeping you from where you're trying to go. How many of y'all can afford to stay ignorant? I can't. See, I can't afford to. Maybe if I was making 50 million a year and and I know my potential is 70 million. That's 20 million difference, but I'm still making 50 million. I maybe can afford to stay ignorant. Like Eric, I know I can make 70, but I'm at 50. I can afford to stay at 50. I literally can't afford to stay where I'm at. Are y'all with me? My bill collectors will be calling me saying, Eric, Mr. Robinson, you can't afford to stay where you are. Anybody relate to that? My kids, Dad, I want to go to this private school, telling me you can't afford to stay in the same tax bracket where you are. My wife, like, man, listen, baby, I want to just travel the world. I can't afford to stay where I'm at. Are y'all catching me?
My wife told me that Monday.
See, I can't afford my ignorance tax. So, Eric, well, what are you telling me this? What do you got to do to change it? You got to tune in tomorrow to figure out how to change it. I'm going to show y'all how you can reduce your ignorance tax and how to get to where you need to go. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to share that with you. So I got a couple of quick announcements I'm going to make. Inside the studio, we're back. We're going to teach you how to start interviewing, and we're going to release it. It's going to open up today. We're probably going to have limited spots. I don't know if it's going to be 10, but it's going to be very limited. Last time we started at 10 and we opened the door. Uncle Jock, I'm going to put it out there for those who want to go. It's $105. I ain't asking for your money. I want to know who wants to stop being stuck. We're going to teach you some of the skills that you need to do to grow your business online.
Eric, I already got, I think 4 or 5 people that already checked in and say they trying to go to second round. And this is part 2 of part 1. This is a
part 2. This is not part 1. So if you missed part 1, we're going to probably do that in June. This is a whole second part. The reason why we're doing this, Jock, because we got the conference coming up, and some of y'all are going to be able to capture these videos. You're going to have a whole bunch of people, leaders in one spot, and some of y'all ain't going to be prepared. How do you take that information? We're going to show you how to capture that information. So now you can bring it back home, chop it up, and use it to promote your business. And people gonna be like, oh my goodness, what? Yep. You ain't gonna have all these superstars in one space at any given time. You're gonna be able to have, but you gotta be prepared for that. So we're doing this next Inside the Studio. The dates are gonna be Wednesday. Let me give y'all the dates real quick. Wednesday, the 7th and 14th. It's 2 days. Wednesday, 7th, May 7th and May 14th, 2 days from 7 to 9. The last class may go over. Last time we went to midnight for the last class. We went from 7 to midnight. I don't know if we're going to do 7 to midnight again, but we want to make sure that you get the information you're able to win. So even if you're not coming to the conference, I would get on. But that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you. I'm just telling you, I'm giving y'all the first crack at it. Once we sell out, it's sold out, and that's it, period, end of story. Will we do it again? Maybe so. I'm telling you, the price is $105, and I'm sharing right now, Uncle Jock, me and him talk. We're like, hey, we'll probably put this out into the open market for $2,500. We're probably going to sell the class to the open market for $2,500, and people should pay it. We'll easily get $2,500. So I'm just letting you know what the general population is going to pay.
Hey, Eric, also, let's paint this picture real quick so people understand really what we're saying. This part, we're going to show you how to attain the skill set of, like Eric said, interviewing folks. Because what happens is a great interview, guess what? It's stored content. It's more content. And if you interview the right person, like people don't get this. Do y'all understand how Oprah Winfrey became rich, became a billionaire? Does anybody know?
I do.
Interviewing people.
She ripped off Merv Griffin's blueprint. Merv Griffin pulled her under his wing and said, look, you can get filthy rich interviewing people.
Wasn't it Phil Donahue, Jack?
Phil Donahue. Yes. Thank you. So the thing is, we're showing you how to create your own platform. We've done that in the first Inside the Studio. Now this is just an added bonus because once you get great at interviewing people, guess what? You tap into them, you interview them, and then you get to leverage their networks.
Woo, Uncle John, man, you've been doing interviews for many years. Think about it. Because of your skills, you got interviewed by somebody who is who's had name in the industry. I won't put him out there because he ain't paying me.
Right.
How many people did that interview that you did because you knew how to take control of that interview? How many people have joined your business?
Oh man, I got people 3 years later who are still joining. I mean, I might have quite a few people on this Zoom that probably joined me through that interview. In the interview, I use the interview now as a marketing tool, and I put it out. I've repackaged it and I put it out, and it still brings me business partners every month.
Repackage the interview because you had the skills and knew how to not only host the interview, you knew how to be interviewed. So your message got out there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to teach that inside the studio. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So when I drop the link, you just go. It's limited time. I won't say much more about it because I'm going to also put it in the link for our current inside the studio people. It's just whoever moves. It don't make me no different. I'm going to be there. So if you want to be there, you decide to be there. You ain't got to hit me up, complain about the pricing. You just either want to be there, you don't want to be there. I just know I can't afford my ignorance tax anymore. It costs me too much money not to be where I want to be. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Troy Gandy.
Man. All right. Again, experts, you have just got served. A masterclass by one of the best in the business, as always. So let's give an amazing, well-deserved applause for everybody's coach, Erik Robinson. Thank you, sir.
Great job. Great job.
All right,
Thank
Eric.
you.
Awesome. Well, this brings us to the Annie Willie Inspired Recap Relay. This is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less the most inspirational nugget that you've taken from the day in this masterclass. And at that point, I will then pass the baton to the next business runner. And everybody's moving with speed right now because you done heard it. With that being said, here we go. The first leg of the day. The lady is in the blocks, and she is a speedster, none other than Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Oh, yes, Eric. I cannot afford that ignorance. I cannot. So from what you're sharing, two voices, like the gentleman yesterday on the leader's tab. He said, which voice is dominant for you in your head? The voice of insignificance or the voice of greatness? So the voices that speak to us, we hearing what you're saying, but when we go back to whatever little closet or hideout, what voice is dominant in our head? Is it of insignificance or is it greatness? So if it is of greatness, then we're taking all of this that we're hearing here and we applying it to ourselves, because first it has to start from you. Like the lady I listened to, she said it had to start from her. All the outside is good, but it has to begin. The egg to grow has to crack from within. Thank you, Mr. Erik.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you. Look at that. Dr. Teresa O'Day running with speed, and she has got the baton out looking for a hand to put it in. And who might that hand be? We already know somebody that is ready to run their business to the next show. And that was gonna be none other than you know it. I knew them tennis shoes was ready. I was getting ready to call them anyway. So you might as well get it. Go ahead. Little storyteller, Mrs. Tawana Chisley. My sister don't never let me down. Let's get it.
No, I'm not going to let you down, Troy.
Woo! Thank you.
So this is pretty powerful. I'm with you, Eric. Time for the butterfly. I want to, for those that did not be a part of the Inside Studio, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. So when they start it back up, you all need to sign up. It did awaken me to, well, I knew who I was, but I really decided to be who I was. And when I started doing that, I already knew this butterfly about to fly. So I just wanted to let you all know you all need to really, really be a part of this. It's really, go for it.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, all right. Thank you, my sister, for running with the speed to take your business to the next level. And we're gonna take that baton right now, and I'm gonna appreciate and give it to the next ED, Mr. Kamal Whitmore.
I was thinking this when Eric was talking, and then he essentially said it. But this is what came to my mind. Your excuses are an insult to your dreams. Then I took it a step further. And Eric said it, he explained it. Your insults, your excuses are an insult to your reality. You look at this situation now, them excuses is not worth what it is you need to go. And I'll leave it with this. If you didn't come from a rich family needs to come from you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And
Hallelujah.
now we got another hand that is waiting ready to run this business this time, and we ain't got to worry about it. We're going to put it in the hand of Mr. Andre West.
Watch out there, man. Let me tell you something. This thing was amazing this morning. Everybody is on fire. Everybody is fired up. Everybody knows exactly where they want to go, and they know what their ignorance tax is this morning. That was impactful, your ignorance tax. And then when he put a number on it, don't put no numbers in front of no engineer, because you know what's going to happen. That ignorance tax is huge, everybody. All it is just we need to go out and well, you're going to explain it tomorrow. So I'll leave that to you, Eric. But let me tell you something. It really hits us this morning. You said something that your wife told you, my wife told me. No, you can't afford this tax, bruh, because this ain't gonna work for us. This is not sustainable. And so we are here to have that impact, to get this tax and pay it. So let's
Nice,
go. Let's go.
nice,
Let's grow.
nice,
Thank you.
nice. Appreciate you. Thank you for bringing it into the zone, smoking and bringing it in hot. And we're going to pass that baton right now on to Miss Renee.
Good morning, team. Good morning. Congratulations to Jen and Tiffany on your promotions to sales manager. That's awesome. That's my next goal. I was really impacted by the ignorance quotient or tax. Basically, I did my math and I have a big tax, and so it's re-inspiring me. It's motivating me to ask myself why. And I'm a busy person. I got all this stuff to do, but I'm so busy and I'm in so many organizations. I have access to so many people. So I just have to readjust. I think I need to get more organized. And one thing about insurance, like I had this great recruit, he's going to the Navy. I talked to him yesterday and I was like, okay, I got to start again. I have somebody that said she's coming on May 2nd. So we're going to see if we can get her in there on May 2nd. So I'm working, but I feel like I'm just moving a little slow. And the last thing I'm going to say is I did in the studio and I thought it was amazing. I do not like to be in front of camera and I'm still struggling to get in front of camera, but it was worth my $105 and I'm ready to sign up for the interviewing technique. So when you drop the link, I'll be one of the first to do it. So thanks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Miss Renee, for bringing it in hot. And we're going to pass it now. The baton is going to none other than that man know how to run on water and just take his business wherever he is to the next level. And that is none other than the Professor Nicole Elijah Pye.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for everyone that I've shared. Congratulations to everyone that got promoted. You know, we don't have to stay stagnant, right? So keep going. And that brings me to the point that Eric shared. You know, he said, sometimes you are ignorant because of the people you think that are going somewhere and they are not going anywhere. And you just sitting there believing that they're going somewhere. And sometimes might be you as well, right? And the pain that come with realizing that later on is very huge, right? So, and there's one thing that Swan shared in his book. He said, when your people don't move, you move. When your people don't recruit, you recruit. When your people don't sell, you sell. When people don't host meetings, you host meetings. Because when you do, as a leader, and let me say this very quickly, every single one of us on this call are leaders. If you have a recruit, you are a leader. If you have a family, you are a leader. You have somebody that count on you, you are a leader. So you don't have to wait for anybody to be the leader. So when you have people that are not doing what you expect them to do, or what you don't do, what you expect yourself to do, don't suffer that ignorance because it's painful. So you go out there and do it. So thank you. Back to you, Mr. Troy. Thank you, Eric.
Ooh, thank you, Professor Nicole Elijah Pye, for bringing it into the zone with the swiftness. And we know that momentum just can't stop here. So we say, hey, don't go anywhere because this race is not over yet. Get ready, get ready, get ready. And now it is time to bring it across the finish line is none other than our paralegal Wonder Woman, human AI, and our anchor leg of the day like no other. She is an international recap specialist, and that lady captures it all. So get ready for Miss Rita. Take it away.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you very much. Grand Rising, everyone. We have the biggest, baddest CEO meetup on the planet. We are about to be rich. Stop self-sabotaging. Coming out of your shell is exciting. Retire from being a secret agent. A closed mouth does not get fed. Your space, your race, your pace. Don't get overwhelmed when others experience success and you are not. Your time is your time. Plug into the people that are in the village. There is no excuse for not getting what we need and getting rich. Plug into the Monday's leadership on tap. They talked about the importance of promoting events and showing up as leaders. Plug into what you can plug into. There is no reason anybody here cannot have success. Make sure you are properly servicing your clients. You can get product knowledge through Experior back office trainings, company website, and others in Experior that is more knowledgeable. Stay fired up and making moves. Entrepreneurs, attack opportunity. Set yourself up as an authority and an expert. Congratulations to Jen Harmon on becoming a senior manager. And from the mouth of Jen, she said, it's not about me, it's about my team. Don't give up, don't stay stuck, reach out. And congratulations to Tiffany Tyler for becoming senior manager. And from the words of Tiffany, she said it's a great feeling. She's still in awe. She knows for a fact she's in the right place at the right time. Your bank account does not have a limit. Most people worry about costs. The most expensive cost is the cost of ignorance, the ignorance tax. Example, health would be your medical expenses. Relationships could be divorce or alimony. Your potential. Your potential is the difference between where you are and where you can be. What is your yearly potential? What are you tracking to make this year? Or you could take your last year numbers and subtract from your potential. The difference is your ignorance tax. Ignorance tax is not a lack of knowledge, but the willingness to apply what you know. We don't take the actions. We don't apply what we know. Fear is the biggest factor stopping your financial success. We perish because we don't go do what we know to do. Don't be stuck trying to convert people's thinking. There are millions of people out there. We are trying to have a high performance business, but riding around on flat tires. Xperia is a high performing vehicle that provides all the high performing things we need. Some of us need to leave ourselves. Shed your caterpillars. If you are trying to fly and get to your potential, that ignorance tax is expensive. Can you afford to stay ignorant or stay where you are? Most of us cannot afford to stay where we are. We cannot afford our ignorance tax. Stay tuned tomorrow to learn how to reduce or eliminate your ignorance tax. That's it. That's all.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right. Let's again give a big round of applause to this outstanding, well-deserved professional woman that captures it all, Miss Rita. Yes, indeedy. Now, I thank you all for virtually coming out. And now, before I return to everybody's coach for the announcements and team marching orders, since you now know how, let me ask the question. What's next?
Drill
Drill
it
it till
until
you
you
kill it.
kill it.
Kill it.
All right, all right. There it is. Back to you, Coach Erik.
Woo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Rita, for the recap. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, each and every one of y'all, for making this the biggest, baddest CEO meetup on the planet. The biggest, baddest daily CEO meetup on the planet. I'm telling you, this is where CEOs come together to network and build our businesses. Bar none, can't find a better one that meets every day. This is it right here. So, Uncle Jock, thank you. Congratulations to Tiffany. Congratulations to you, Jen, on your promotions. Here's the thing. I put the link in the chat. It's there. Grab it from the chat. Go register. Go get it. We're not going to do a whole bunch of selling, talking about it. If you're inside the studio, I put it in the group. Go get it. Share with your teams. Don't come alone. I'm trying to tell you, don't come alone. I just gave y'all the answer. Don't come alone. Tell somebody, bring somebody. Let's get them there, right? Especially if you're going to the conference. You want this one, right? Even if you're not going to conference, you want this one. So with that being said, love y'all. Have an amazing day on purpose. Let's go get it tonight. You know, we got our special four-step system. Do what you got to do. Let's close out the month strong. Don't wait. I'm going to share something to you, Renee. Here's my challenge to you, Renee. That person who wants to join on May 2nd, guess what? The cost doesn't go up on May 2nd. The only thing is her ability to start learning, right? Why put off on your learning and your earning? That's the ignorance tax right there. Putting off to something to tomorrow, what you can do today, right? Take 5 minutes to sign up and it doesn't cost her a penny. What's going to happen between now and May 2nd? What, free going to get freer? Nope. Your time going to get less busier? Nope. So we're going to get that deal done when? Today. And that's when we got to start teaching people how to move today. Entrepreneurs. I mean, Renee, you're one of the best entrepreneurs. You're a top entrepreneur. So we got to start helping people move when? Today. Move. Not even today. My coach mentor, most millionaires and rich people in business and successful salespeople, they move when? Now. They don't even wait for today. Because today's a long day. 12 o'clock ain't promised for nobody. Right? 2 p.m. is not promised for anybody. Now is the only thing we got. So when you keep moving now, you'll look up at the end of the year, you'll be where you probably want to be or a lot closer to it. So with that being said, DJ, take us away because we're going to get busy right now.
Erik.
Yes.
Find them who wasn't on the call last night about the 10 award. They may have to respond.
Oh, yeah. If you went at the Fin Awards, you might have to re-register. The Fin Awards this Wednesday. We're having our biggest award gala. Come on out. Even if you're not part of the team, come on out. You got to register. The Fin Awards. THEFIN awards.com. THEFIN awards.com. All one word. It's this Wednesday, 7:30. Come on out. Let's celebrate. Let's promote. Come on out to the Fin Awards. I need y'all here. Thank you, Marcella, because this is our biggest, baddest, our quarterly event. We're going to celebrate some people.
You doing the office today?
Eric, did you just take a pause for the cause?
Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody, everybody, get your green sheets.
You doing office hours today?
Office hours at 12:30. Office hours at 12.